In the past 75 years, the American military has been in the forefront of 6 major conflicts: World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam, the Gulf War, and the War on Terrorism on 2 fronts: Operation Iraqi Freedom in Iraq and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. Though our veterans receive a better homecoming and care than the bonus Army did during the days of the Hoover presidency, our veterans are still on the losing end of lackluster care and aid. Within the ranks of our heroes, when we take a closer look, we find astounding numbers for mental health crises, suicides, homelessness, joblessness, and overall low morale. So why is this, and how do we begin to make it better? Though veterans who retire or are medically discharged from the military are covered for life by TRICARE, the Veterans Administration is overworked and understaffed. This leaves our veterans waiting, sometimes for months at a time, for appointments. Sometimes this wait is too much, and many soldiers commit suicide while waiting in limbo. In a mental health study recently released, it was found that approximately 15% of American soldiers suffer from PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder. In a 2014 briefing from the Department of Veterans Administration, it shows that 22 veterans a day commit suicide. This number is staggering, considering that all 5 branches of the armed forces combined make up less than 1% of the American population. Young veterans aged 18 to 25 in the high-risk category are found to have a rate of suicide at 79.1 thousand, or 0.079%, as opposed to the same high-risk age group of civilians with a rate of 25 per 1,000, or 0.025%. This briefing also reported that 44% of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans say they experience difficulty transitioning upon their return to the United States. Approximately 12% of the homeless population are veterans, with another 1.4 million veterans at risk of homelessness due to poverty, lack of support, and bad living conditions. The United States Department of Housing estimates that over 300,000 veterans are homeless on any given night. Adding to this problem is a veteran unemployment rate of 9.4%, contrasted to the overall national unemployment rate of only 5.6%. Veterans are overqualified skill-wise but undereducated in the civilian sector, as most of the training in the military does not translate. Another issue is that 1 in 10 veterans are disabled. More than 20,000 veterans were wounded during service in Iraq and Afghanistan wars alone. These injuries include loss of limbs, traumatic brain injuries, and burns. These veterans are even less likely to successfully transition into civilian life, more likely to become homeless, and more likely to commit suicide. So how do we fix this growing problem? Lend a hand. It's such a simple answer. Hire a veteran. Take the time to talk and listen well. Vote for politicians who push for better military and veteran care in America, like Joni Ernst. Volunteer your time in a shelter. Take part in or donate to one of the many programs, such as the DAV, or the Disabled Veterans of America, the Wounded Warrior Project, Homes for Our Troops, the USO, and etc. Say a simple, humble, sincere thank you. These men and women give their all for us and country. Let us begin to be the change in their homecoming.